Hey guys, and welcome to my guide to the new quest for God of War Dungeon 3 called Azzanadra's Quest. So whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. This quest requires level 58 Agility, Prayer, Archaeology, and level 70 Divination. The quest also seems to require a knife and a Slayer Bell. The Slayer Bell can be bought from your Slayer Masters, and the knife can be bought from the Grand Exchange or a general store. Another requirement is that you've completed the Vault of Shadows mini quest, which seems to be slightly bugged, so if you for whatever reason at the end of the quest can't find the NPC like I did, wear a Ring of Visibility which you can reclaim at the quest caravan in Varrock if you've done the Desert Treasure quest. To start the quest, teleport to the Burthrope Lodestone and head towards the Burthrope Castle. Go up the stairs and select option 1. Then once upstairs, talk to Azzanadra. Go through the dialogue until you get a prompt to accept the quest, then accept the quest. Just like a lot of the other parts in this quest, a lot will be dialogue and cutscenes. If you want the lore or you want the story, be sure to read them. After the dialogue has finished, you want to teleport to Caradet. You do this by using your Archaeology journal and then going to the map inside the Archaeology Guild and teleporting to Caradet. Once here, go to the entrance of the Caradet dig site and choose the first option. Once inside, move towards the Praetorium War Table. Once here, speak to Azzanadra. There's going to be a bunch of dialogue, but once he finishes talking, you want to teleport to the Eagle's Peak Lodestone, because you're going to have to move towards the World's Gate. Now you might want to bring along some extra food for this, but it isn't required. Once teleported, move south. Once here, speak to Azzanadra and try to not misclick the gate like I did. After talking to Azzanadra, go inside the World Gate. After going through some dialogue, he will want you to go through this area called Frenenske. You need to talk to Azzanadra at different stops. Now, basically what you do is follow him as seen on the video, and every time you reach him, you want to talk to him and go through a different dialogue option. You have to do this a total of 3 times. Now, I'm going to leave this section uncut and unsped up, so you can follow along if you want to. If not, just skip ahead in the video as I'll put a timestamp. Talk to Azzanadra and then go inside. You'll have to go through a conversation and then inspect every fragmented sphere at the end of each of the 5 holes. Each of these fragmented spheres will prompt a dialogue or conversation. After inspecting the spheres, go back to any of the 2 NPCs and talk to them. You'll then get an item called the Blank Observation. You're going to have to collect 50 memories from the 4 different types of Elder Gold Memory Wisps. You can find these by simply looking for a yellow dot on your minimap. Now sometimes they won't give you 50 in one go, which will mean you'll have to wait for respawn by going to another wisp and then going back to it to get 50. Once you have 50 of each, go ahead and click on the Blank Observation to inspect it. Then talk to Azzanadra. After going through some dialogue, you will have another cutscene, so if you're interested in the story, be sure to watch it with audio on. Click on the observation and go through all the chat options with the light and shadow voice. After that, go ahead and teleport to Falador and go to the White Knight's castle. Upon entering, a dialogue or conversation will begin. Then proceeding that, go up the ladder and then up the stairs to the 2nd floor to the throne room to talk to Father Frith. When he gives you a set of chat options, you can pick whatever you want, I believe, but I took the 3rd option. Then go back to the ground floor and talk to Sir Owen. If he gives you a set of chat options, choose whatever you want. After speaking to Sir Owen, go back upstairs and talk to Father Frith in the throne room. After talking to Father Frith, talk to Sir Amengvars on the 3rd floor in the West Tower. Choose the chat options on screen to go through the conversation. After that, go back all the way downstairs and talk to Padonemius in the courtyard. Then choose the options on screen for the conversation. Then go back up to the throne room and try and talk to Sir Vivin, found next to Father Thurf on the 3rd floor. Now he might be a little hard to spot sometimes because he moves around. Go to the war room on the ground floor and talk to Sir Owen again. After talking to Sir Owen, open and search the cupboard and choose the Look for Ritual Documents option. Then go up to the 1st floor by going up just the ladder and then crack the safe with Sir Owen. Then after that, right click your Slayer bell and cut the clapper to create a silent bell. Next up, use the Varrock teleport or the Archaeology Journal teleport and then move to Paterdomus because you're going to have to bless your bell by using it on the well. Keep in mind you must have turned it into a silent bell before doing this. If you haven't already, right click and cut your bell to turn it into a silent bell and then use it on the well to bless it. Then go back to Falador, go back to the throne room on the 3rd floor and ring your bell 3 times and then press 1 each time to call out Saradomin. During the conversation, if you don't want to read the dialogue, you simply press 3, then 1, then 2 and then 1 for the chat options. After going through the conversation with Saradomin, go back to Karadet and talk to Azzanadra. If you get any chat options, just choose 2 because that's the option I chose and that seemed to work. You will now have to go to 3 different locations, the first of which being the Hall of Memories. Right click your memory strands and teleport. Once arrived, talk to Trindine. After talking to Trindine, enter the pool. During this part of the quest, I do not believe any of the conversation options matter, choose whatever you pick until it's over. After this, you will have to capture 6 Archivist memories, which are these blue flying things, and once you're done, you want to go ahead and talk to the Archivist, aka the Automaton. It doesn't matter which options you pick during this conversation. You will now have to gather 6 restricted memories, which are big white flying things. After collecting all 6, you want to interact and put them on all 6 plinths in the northern side of the room. This will open up a memory bud in the center which you can click on. After clicking on it, you're going to get some item called the restricted engram, which you want to bring outside and right click use on the fountain of energy. Simply go outside the way you came in and then right click use it on the fountain. After that, take a ship from Port Sarim and go to Karamja because you're going to go to the Tz-haar caves. Do not use your boss portal because it might not work. Speak to Trindine before going inside. Once inside, talk to Gal. If you get a set of chat options, pick whatever you like because it doesn't matter. After that, go to the main plaza and talk to Gal and Trindine. After that, speak to Tz-haar Hawk. After finishing the conversation with Tz-haar Hawk, travel northwest and go to the library. Once inside, talk to Trindine. After that, teleport to the Draenor Lodestone and head towards the Wizard's Tower. Upon entry, you will talk to Wizard Trindine. Go through the dialogue and finish the conversation. Then search the 4 bookcases to the west. Proceed by talking to Wizard Trindine at the eastern bookcases. Then finally, after doing that, you're going to go ahead and teleport back to Caradet. Then proceed to talk to Azzanadra again. After going through the conversation, you're going to have to teleport to the Bandit Camp Lodestone and then move towards the Heart of Gielinor, aka Goldrush Dungeon 2. Once arrived, speak to Azzanadra outside before going inside. After you've talked to Azzanadra, you can finally go inside. This section will virtually all be dialogue. Once inside this absolutely beautiful place with the Elder God eggs, you simply want to go ahead and talk to Ariana. After talking to Ariana, go ahead and inspect each of the 3 eggs you can see. After inspecting all 3 eggs, go ahead and speak to Ariana. Following that, proceed by going back to Caradet. Once arrived, a conversation will be started with the voices. After that, you're going to have to walk towards 4 shadow anchors to charge up. You will now have to harvest Trindine wisps until you get 50 memories. Much like the other part of the quest, once you get 50, you can inspect the blank observation to go to the next step of the quest. After the dialogue, you're going to have to go back to all 3 locations you were at earlier, including the Hall of Memories, the Tz-haar caves, and of course the Wizard's Tower. You do this to unravel what Trindine is actually doing. In the Hall of Memories, go ahead and talk to the Archivist. After that, go back to the main plaza and the Tz-haar caves, and then talk to Gal. Following that, go back to the Wizard's Tower and walk inside to trigger a dialogue or talk to Wizard Velina at the entrance. After that, teleport back to the Bandit Camp Lodestone and go back to the Heart of Gielinor. Once inside, talk to Ariana. At a point in the conversation, this will trigger a cutscene. After the cutscene, speak to Ariana again. After finishing the dialogue with Ariana, go back to the Falador castle and talk to Ariana at the bridge. This will then prompt a massive cutscene with lots and lots of dialogue. I'm not sure if the options matter here, but just in case, I listed mine on screen. After that, go back to Caradet, enter the fortress, and then talk to Azzanadra at the Praetorian table. And that'll be the end of the quest. Congratulations. Now, if you do want the Pontifex Observation Ring reward, you're going to have to need a Pontifex Signet Ring, the Blank Observation, and a Lapis Lazuli Gem, which is obtained from common rocks. The Pontifex Signet Ring is a level 58 Archaeology item, and the Blank Observation is an item you just received through the quest. This item seems to have tier 1 luck, plus 1 divination experience, increased spawn rate for chronicle fragments, increased spawn rates for opportunities, and an increased active timer hotspots for time sprites when training archaeology. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, leave a like down below and maybe even consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.